In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends, mental stress. It is a very common phenomenon here in our society. Overwhelming majority of the people, they are found saying that, I am suffering from mental stress, and even some sort of depressive thoughts are there in myself. Dear friends, ask them or try to know, try to explore what are the reasons behind it. And once we do explore the reasons behind it, then we shall go toward how can we overcome, how can we conquer those things. First of all, the very common reason, it is cited as, that this person has done so much of the bad with me, that particular person has done very bad things to me, and this particular person has also done the bad thing to me. So it is like complaining and complaining, having, criticizing and having complaints against those people who are our near and dear one, having complaints against those people with whom we have been interacting either through our choice or by any sort of compulsion. We having complaints and criticism against the people that they didn't do the good thing with me at all. Then another very common reason is, here in our society and in many other societies as well, and that common reason is that, my earnings are very little, but it is very, the things are very expensive. I'm unable to meet the expenses. So that is a big sort of stress, which I am encountering. There could be certain other reasons as well, but these are the most common of all these reasons. Most common, in, you can say, maybe 95% of the people, they are having, this like stresses. Now we need to talk about what are the possible solutions for this, for these two types of major stresses. First of all, first of all, as for the people are concerned, the people have done not good, didn't do the good thing with me, they have done the bad things with me. I think that, if at all they have done the bad things with us, I think that, it is something wrong with the way we were handling them, the way we were managing them. And instead of complaining and criticizing those people, it is far better, far more important to understand that what was wrong in my handling, my management of those people, and so that I need to learn certain important lessons. I need to learn certain important lessons so that I am not again bitten by that sort of trouble, by that sort of pain. I think that, although we need to change our way, but this change of the way shouldn't be very cruel. Shouldn't be mean like, should be within the safety walls, and we should be, trying to do all that, changing our methodology in somewhat safer manner. Otherwise, it will not work, and it cannot be carried on for a longer period of time. So we need to learn from every bad experience, from every bitter experience. We need to learn what was my fault in it, so that I shall not be repeating this fault of mine the next time I am interacting or I am dealing with this sort of people, without annoying them, without making them our enemy. If at all we do make them our enemy, I think that it will there the further difficulties will be created. I think that, keeping ourselves safe, and we need to protect ourselves first of all. And then, my dear friends and fellows, it is also your and my own responsibility to persuade other people, to convince other people wherever it is needed, wherever it is a good option. I think that we need to persuade, we need to convince, and we need to motivate the people, and we need to handle them in certain ways which must be better than the way we were handling and managing these people, and due to which any sort, one sort or the other sort of trouble was created for us. This is one thing. Also, another thing is that if at all I am unhappy, I am stressful because my expenses are too high, while expenditure, a monthly expenditure is too high, while my income is too little. I think we need to do something here as well. What can we do here is, I think that on the one hand we need to minimize our expenses, and we need to stop using the unessential things, and we need to switch over to a survival mode. We need to switch over to a survival mode. And what is this survival mode? It mean actually abandoning, throwing out whatever is not essential, whatever is unimportant. Many of the people say that we want to do that, but my family does not cooperate with me. If at all the family does not cooperate, I think we need to put all the income on the hands of our family and let them spend all the money, and let them manage all that. Then only they will come to know that how to, it is essential to leave, and to leave all the unimportant things, so that we could meet the basic necessities which are obviously unavoidable. And then of course we need to enhance our sources of income. We need to increase our income through legitimate legal means, and not the illegal means at all. Why not the illegal means? On the one hand, I think that we will be caught in the trouble here in this world, here in this life, on the one hand. And then later on, after, once we are gone from here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's court will also indict us, and we will be in trouble. So we need to increase the sources of our income. That is very important. That is very, very important indeed. And the people who are not striving and struggling for it, what is going to happen with them? Obviously they will be rotten, and they will be destroyed by the skyrocketing prices of the items. So we need to legally, legitimately, we need to increase the sources of our income. And once we are trying to increase the sources of our income, we must not forget that we should be trying to maintain a kind of balance in our life as well. Work hard, that's fine, but it is very important, and very important indeed, to take the proper rest. If at all we are not taking the proper rest, what is going to happen? That our hard work will not be sustainable at all. Our hard work will not be sustainable at all, and we will never be able to. We will never be able to continue our hard work. So that is very, very important. If at all we are, we want to come out of the poverty. If at all we want to live better, so increasing our sources of income legitimately, legally, and in a sustainable manner as well. We need to maintain a balance in our life. That is very, very important. And then, last but not the least, it is also important that we should strive to establish a good relationship with our creator, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has sent here in this world, and to whom we have returned. How? By saying prayers 5 times a day, and by reciting Quran with the translation. Even if it is one page, if even if it is one page per day, one page after every prayer, even if it is one page after the whole of the, I mean, in the whole of the day, in 24 hours. And then as for the prayers are concerned, I think farais, the farz namaz, I think even that will suffice. If at all we want to say all the rakats, that is not good, that is not bad, that is okay. But if at all we are not going to do that, and we feel content with the two fajr rakats, four zohar, four asr, three maghrib, four asha, I think if at all we have done the farais, I think that then it is good. Even then it is good, and then obviously, apart from that, we need to think positive. Thinking positive, if at all we are complete in every sense, but we don't have the positive thinking, I think that we are not going to be peaceful at all. We will not even develop, and we will not be able to maintain our good relationship with the people. And still, we need to nurture certain hobbies as well. It could be gardening, and it is very useful if at all we are having the pets, like the dog, like the cat, like any other, so that we could play with these toys. These are beautiful animals, and I think that we need to have certain certain pets and certain hobbies, and these also help us a lot in creating a balance in our life. These are also very good as far the relaxation is concerned. And once we want to relax, let's be with our pets, let's switch over to our hobbies. And this is all I think that we need to overcome. That is how we can overcome the stress, the stressful life. It is really, really essential. Thank you.